What's up, Nerdyverse? I'm Daddy Louie, and in this video, we're taking a look at a game called Memory Kings, so stick around. Before we get started, if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe for more content and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Memory Kings is an upcoming Game Crafter release. It is launching on the 20th of January 2021. It is a 1 to 4 player game, ages 12 and up, and takes less than 15 minutes to play, give or take how many people you have, of course. This game combines two classic great games, chess and memory. So into an experience that I think is unique and something that you may not have ever experienced before. The game features several different variations of play. There's a competitive mode, there's an easy variant so that you can allow younger kids to play. Today we're actually going to be focusing on the solo version of the game, but just keep in mind that there are lots of different ways that you can play this game. But is it good? Well, if you join me on the table, let's check it out. All right, so here's everything included in the game. First and foremost, the most important thing is the card tiles. They are in suits or seasons. The suits are denoted by color and symbol in the corners. So, for example, here you've got like a spring season. They have this bright green background as well as these flowers in the corner. So that lets you know that that is the suit type. There are 6 suits included. For a standard game, you only need to use 4, but there are variations to make the game bigger and longer in order to using all 6 of the seasons that are included in the game. There's also one queen card, which doesn't have seasons. It's just a black and white card like this. There are also included, to note about the card tiles is that there are 6 of each color, matching 3 different types of unique chess pieces. So you have the bishop, the rook, and the knight. And then there's 2 of each of those, one with each different colored back, black and white. So you'll see that like that. You also get one reference card. This is just to let you know which types of cards allow you to do which type of movements. We'll talk more about that once we learn how to play the game. And then there are 4 sets of tokens for the players. So you get 2 of these little meeple people and 12 of these colored tokens to match your meeple people. There's white, black, purple, and yellow. And those work really, really well for the game itself. Now, there's really nothing else to explain about the components. To set up, you are going to set up a 5x5 grid that's in a standard game. So you'll have 24 cards, which is the 4 suits times 6 of each, or the seasons as I like to call them here. And you're going to shuffle those up with the one queen that's included there. That is going to make up your 5x5 grid. You're going to set that out, and then I will show you. Again, we're going to focus on the solo play here, but the rules are pretty much the same for competitive as well with a few tweaks. I'll try and talk about that. So let me set up for the game, and I'll show you how it plays. Okay, so here you can see that we've set up our 5x5 grid. We gave those cards a nice shuffle, and then we placed them randomly in a 5x5 grid here, face down. I have no idea what is here. And then we determine what color we want to play and what color we want our rival to play. Our rival is going to be the AI here. So I'm going to play as the white pawns, and I will use the black pawns for the rival here. So the first thing that you're going to do is place the rival meeple. You only need one for this. And you're going to place it in the top left corner here. Now, he acts as a timer. The object of the game here is that you, the player, needs to create 6 matches of your own or get 6 matches before the rival gets 6 matches, or before the rival reaches the end of the board. So each turn, you're going to take a turn, and then the rival is going to move in a snake-like pattern all the way down to the very end. If the rival reaches here before you've gotten 6 matches, you lose. So once you've placed the rival in the top left corner there, you are going to place your 2 characters or your 2 pawns on any tile on the board other than this one that matches the same color. So I placed him on a black tile there, so I can place my pawns on any 2 black tiles on the board. So I'm going to pick this one here, and I'm going to pick this one here. And then we're set up. So we're going to flip over all of the tiles that the pawns are on, and we're looking for matches here. Now, once this has occurred, the player would take their first turn. So I can move either of these pawns, either 1 space up, down, left, or right, or I can move the pawn using the standard movement of that particular chess piece that I'm on. So here we have a rook. Rooks can move straight up and straight down, and left and right in a straight line. So I haven't matched anything here, and it's really early in the game. I don't know where anything is. So I'm going to go ahead, and I want to look at this one here because he's going to move over there at the end of the turn. So usually what I do is flip it over first, but that I've declared that's where I'm going. And I move all the way over here. And unfortunately, that's not a match because this one would get flipped over as soon as the pawn left. But I do know that it's there, and so I can actually come back to that. So that's the end of my turn. I did that. I didn't get a match. And so now it's the rival's turn. So the rival moves over 1 space. He will sit there with me, and then this gets flipped over. So now it's my turn again. The trick here is I do not want to flip this over while the rival pawn is on its match. Because if at any time both a match is showing and the rival is on one of those spaces, the rival claims it. So I'm going to stay there, and I'm actually going to move this guy to a position where he can claim this next turn. So I'm going to move him over just 1. So I'm going to flip this over here. I'm going to go there, and then this gets placed face down. So now the rival gets to go. He flips this over. And you can kind of see how play works here. So he goes over there, and now it's back to my turn again. So now back onto my turn. I already know I have a match here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip that over and move my pawn there. Oh, I can't actually. Look at that. Because, this guy can only move the way that a knight moves in the game. Or they can go up, down, left, right. So I can only make an L shape here. If you've ever played chess, you know, and that's what the reference card tells you, which direction that you can go. So I can only make an L shape here. I just want to get down here as quick as I can. So I'm going to go here. This makes my L shape 2 down, 1 over. So I'll flip this over. It's another rook. So I'll go down there. And remember, I'm trying to remember where all this stuff is because I'm also trying to get matches. So then the rival moves. So he moves over to this space. And he takes that. This gets placed face down. I'll move down 1. And then he moves. Oh, all right. So here's a great example of what not to do. So I flip this thing over here, and he moves over, flipping this. And because a match is showing, which he's on one of those pieces, he claims that as his match. So I'm going to take 2 of these tokens here that matches his color, and I'm going to place them on those tiles. So those tiles will remain face up, and anytime that I land on them, I cannot use the movement of that chess piece. I can only do up, down, left, right. So, for example, if I were to move this guy now, I could only go here or here. I would not be able to do the L-shape movement because my rival has claimed that match. But I want to go here anyway. It's been a long time coming. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to claim that one for myself. So now I have a match. We're tied 1-1, and now it's this guy's turn. So he's going to take that. And of course, I haven't been paying attention because I've been explaining to you guys how to play. So I don't remember where anything is. So now I just have to try and figure out where I want to go and what I want to do. I think I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go here. And, yep, so there's a bishop. And then he's going to move. Darn the luck. So again, I flipped over a match for him. That was bad news on my part, and so he's going to claim that match for himself. So that's the object of the game. You're going to be moving your piece, then moving their piece, moving your piece, then moving their piece. You're trying to get matches while this rival is trying to get to the end of the line. So if you have a really good memory, you might be very good at this game. I clearly do not have a great memory, so I'm not very good at this game. But that's basically how you play. The only other thing that you need to know is the queen. So the queen, which is hidden in here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I don't remember what color back it is. It might be a black back. The queen is a special piece in that it does not allow you to... Here it is. So the queen does not allow you to gain a match. What it does allow you to do is when the card is revealed, so when I would land on this and reveal this card, it would allow me to peek at any other face-down card on the table. So it helps you try and remember, get a peek at where something is. Also, queen, just like in chess, can move any direction that they want to, as many spaces as they want to. So the queen can go diagonal, the queen can go up, down, left, right, etc. So the queen will be shuffled in, and you can visit her multiple times to get that peek. And that's definitely something that you want to do early on, is try and find that queen, so that way you can, like I said, revisit her when you need to take a peek at different things. But anyway, that's everything that you need to know in order to learn Memory Kings from a solo perspective. Competitive is very, very similar. However, obviously, each other player that you're playing against will have two of these rivals, and they will be making movements. So you'll make a movement, try and get a match. They'll go, and the same thing happens. So it's almost identical, except they'll have access to two pawns, and they'll be able to make their own moves, whereas, the AI, he can only move, one block at a time. And anyway, guys, that's everything that you need to know in order to play Memory Kings. Memory Kings is a great puzzle game that combines really, really good classic games, memory, and chess together. That gives you multiple different variations of way to play. And it will give you different combinations and lots of replayability through the shuffling of the cards. Like I said, there's 2 extra seasons, so we only used 4 in this how to play. However, there's 2 more, so you can make the board even bigger, which makes the strategy even more intense. I personally have been on a huge solo game kick with COVID and everything like that, and this fits really, really nicely into my collection. The box fits into the palm of your hand. It doesn't take up a lot of table space. There's a lot of strategy built in for both multiplayer and solo. There's just a lot of really, really great things to say about it. There's even a playmat that's going to be available. There's also an expansion that's going to be available as well. All of that is going to be over on the Game Crafter. I'll leave links to all of that in the description below. For those of you who are not familiar with the Game Crafter, the way it differs from Kickstarter, this game will be made. It's already made. It's not one of those things where if it doesn't get funded, you won't get the game. You order this game, you're going to get it. The way the Game Crafter works is the more people that buy it in the sale window time, the cheaper it will be for each person. So, the MSRP, if you will, on this game is $19.99. As soon as one person orders it, it drops down to $17.99. 10 people order it, it drops again. 20 people, 30 people, etc. And that's the way that it works. Plus, they'll have combo deals for you to get the game mat, all that good stuff. So with all that said, if you're even remotely considering purchasing it, go ahead and check out the links, like I said, in the description down below. You want to make sure that you get in that sale window so you get the best deal possible. Go over there, check it out, show them some love and some support, and let me know what you think. Remember, as always, to leave some comments down in the comment section down below. If you want to see more from the Circle of Nerds, you can check out all of our social media. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, TikTok, all at Circle of Nerds. Also, don't forget that we have a podcast that comes out every week called The Cosmic Disaster Show. You can find that right here on YouTube or anywhere that you enjoy listening to podcasts. Also, don't forget to check out our exclusive content over on Patreon at patreon.com/Circle of Nerds. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. I will see you in the next video.